Welcome to the ultimate treasure hunt. In this video, we're diving into the world of rare bicentennial Kennedy half dollars. Coins so valuable, they could turn your spare change into a millionaire's jackpot. These aren't just coins, they're pieces of American history packed with secrets, minting errors, and hidden fortunes. If you've got a 1974 Liberty half dollar lying around, you might be holding a life-changing treasure. Stay tuned, because what you're about to learn could change your fortune forever. Let's get started in the world of coin collecting. Few treasures captivate enthusiasts and investors alike as much as the rare and valuable bicentennial USA half-dollar coins, especially those minted around 1974, featuring the iconic portrait of John F. Kennedy. These coins are more than just legal tender. They are historical artifacts, minted during an era of profound national pride and transformation. What makes them stand out isn't just their aesthetic appeal, but the mysteries surrounding their rarity, variations, and minting errors that can elevate a seemingly ordinary piece into a multi-million-dollar artifact. It's not just coin collectors who crave these. Investors and historians alike understand the monumental value these coins represent. While standard circulation Kennedy half dollars from the 1970s may appear common, there are select variants, such as those with rare minting, errors, double dyes, and high-grade uncirculated conditions that fetch astonishing sums at auctions. Some of these coins, especially the elusive bicentennial varieties that were experimental or mistakenly struck with unique features, have been valued in the hundreds of thousands, and in extreme cases, over $1 million. When you see the powerful image of Kennedy facing left, with Liberty boldly overhead and "In God We Trust" deeply etched beside the date below, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding a piece of American resilience, leadership, and legacy. Collectors hunt feverishly for half dollars from this era with rare mint marks, especially those marked with a D for the Denver Mint. Since a limited number of these coins were struck with subtle design anomalies. The real treasures, however, lie in the misprints, off-center strikes, and planche errors that occurred during rushed or experimental minting processes. These anomalies are what send a collector's pulse racing and the market into a frenzy. Owning one is akin to possessing a golden ticket, a gateway to an entirely different financial future, driven by the hunger for historically significant currency. Then there's the reverse design, a true symbol of American strength. It showcases a modified version of the presidential seal, an imposing American bald eagle clutching 13 arrows in one talon and an olive branch in the other, a symbol of both war readiness and peace. The majestic bird is framed by a ring of 50 stars, echoing the unity of the states. Beneath this awe-inspiring scene flows a scroll gripped in the eagle's beak, inscribed with the powerful motto "E pluribus unum," out of many, one. This isn't just a backdrop. It's a declaration of America's enduring spirit, engraved into every authentic half dollar. The 1974 Kennedy half dollar, often mistakenly overlooked, wasn't originally a bicentennial coin by official designation. The true bicentennial coins bear the date 1776-1976. However, transitional varieties and experimental dyes from 1974, leading into the bicentennial minting, have created a gray area where rarity and mystery converge. It's this crossover of history, misprints, and production anomalies that has resulted in certain 1974 coins being classified among the rarest and most desirable in modern numismatics. Some of these coins are shrouded in lore. Few have seen them, and even fewer have held them. Many of these ultra-rare specimens have turned up in surprising places, tucked away in family heirlooms, discovered in forgotten drawers, or included unknowingly in old change jars. One simple discovery of such a coin has, for more than a few people, changed the course of their financial lives. Imagine waking up and realizing that what you assumed was pocket change is, in fact, a $1 million masterpiece. These coins have become the modern-day treasure hunts of American households, and stories of overnight wealth continue to feed the nations in closing. These rare bicentennial-related Kennedy half dollars are not merely coins. They are time capsules, windows into a proud, patriotic past and symbols of potential wealth in the present. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious newcomer, taking the time to examine these seemingly ordinary coins could change your Life. In a world where fortunes are fleeting, these half-dollars stand as silent, silver-backed promises of wealth, history, and untold stories waiting to be discovered. So before you drop that coin in a vending machine, ask yourself, could this be the fortune you never knew you had? Second, the most discussed are the elusive and highly valuable 1972 Liberty half-dollar coins, often misunderstood as part of the bicentennial series. While the official U.S. bicentennial coins were released in 1975-76 to mark 200 years of American independence, the 1972 Kennedy half-dollars hold a mystique all their own, especially when rare mint errors or high-grade specimens are discovered. Featuring the proud profile of President John F. Kennedy on the obverse, these coins symbolize national pride, historical reverence, and in some extraordinary cases, immense monetary value. With the inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," the 1972 half-dollar isn't just currency, it's a statement of heritage and patriotism forged in precious metal. Although millions of 1972 Kennedy half-dollars were struck for circulation, their value typically ranges from face value up to a few dollars. Unless you're lucky enough to come across a rare variety or a minting error. Some of these coins contain dramatic double dies, off-center strikes, or planche anomalies that dramatically increase their worth. In pristine condition, especially in uncirculated or proof sets, the coin's value can skyrocket to hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the grade. But the true legends, the ones whispered about in collector circles, are the extremely rare examples that escaped the mint with glaring flaws or were struck on silver planches in error, making them numismatic treasures. The reverse of the Kennedy half-dollar is just as striking. It showcases the modified presidential seal of the United States, an American bald eagle with outstretched wings clutching an olive branch of peace in its right talon, and a bundle of 13 arrows of war in its left. The eagle's beak clasps a scroll bearing the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, which means, out of many, one. Surrounding this symbol of strength and unity is a ring of 50 stars, representing the states of the Union. The words, United States of America, and half-dollar encircle this grand emblem. The imagery isn't just ornamental, it tells a story of power, unity, and the enduring spirit of a nation. What sets the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar apart in the minds of modern collectors is the possibility of rare specimens being misidentified or overlooked. Some coins from this era were mistakenly struck on 40% silver planches left over from previous years, which were not intended for regular circulation. These coins, when authenticated, can fetch astronomical sums at auctions. One such coin, discovered in brilliant uncirculated condition with a rare silver composition, stunned the numismatic world when it sold for tens of thousands of dollars, sparking renewed interest in checking old pocket change and family coin collections. The excitement surrounding these coins has grown with social media and viral videos touting the hidden treasures lying dormant in old coin jars. Though many claims are exaggerated, they aren't entirely baseless. The U.S. Mint has acknowledged rare error coins and transitional planches that slip through undetected, and private grading companies like PCGS and NGC have certified multiple valuable 1972 Kennedy halves with dramatic errors. For everyday people, this offers a thrilling opportunity. The chance that a small, forgotten coin might hold life-changing value. The emotional weight of these coins also can't be ignored. Issued less than a decade after Kennedy's assassination, these coins are steeped in memory and mourning. To collectors, they're more than metal. They're monuments to a fallen president whose image represents hope, leadership, and American progress. This emotional connection elevates their perceived value and turns each coin into a personal keepsake, even before its rarity is considered. Owning one of these coins is like holding a piece of history in your palm. Tangible, powerful, and timeless. Many collectors focus their searches on specific mint marks: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. Coins from the San Francisco Mint, particularly those intended for proof sets, often showcase the sharpest details and can be worth considerably more in flawless condition. Even among standard circulation strikes, a high-grade 1972 D half-dollar can fetch a premium if it's near perfect or features a distinctive minting error. This has led to a frenzy among hobbyists scouring coin rolls, estate sales, and flea markets for that elusive million in the end. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual enthusiast, the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar holds an irresistible mystique. Some are worth their weight in dreams, others, quite literally, in gold. In a world where fortunes can shift with the discovery of a single rare coin, it pays to look closely at the change in your pocket. What may seem like a simple half-dollar, today could be a millionaire's ticket tomorrow. So, take a second look. Your future might be waiting in the shine of old silver. Third, in the vast world of coin collecting, few pieces ignite the imagination quite like the rare and potentially priceless 1973 Liberty half-dollar coins. Often mistaken as mere pocket change, some of these coins hold astonishing value far beyond their face worth. These coins, bearing the portrait of President John F. Kennedy looking left, and inscribed with Liberty and "In God We Trust" beneath his profile, might appear ordinary at first glance. But to a keen-eyed collector or seasoned numismatist, subtle details in design, mint marks, or minting errors can elevate these coins to legendary status. It is these hidden treasures, tucked away in drawers and forgotten boxes, that have the potential to transform lives overnight. While the true USA bicentennial coins were released in 1975 and 1976 to commemorate America's 200th year of independence, many collectors and the general public still associate earlier 1970s coins, like the 1973 Kennedy half-dollar, with the patriotic spirit of that era. These 1973 D half-dollars, minted in Denver, were part of standard circulation. But what sets a few apart from the rest are rare minting anomalies. Double dies, off-center strikes, planche errors, and extremely limited proof versions mistakenly struck in circulation metal. These rare varieties, especially in pristine condition or with full luster, can command jaw-dropping prices at auction, sometimes exceeding hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in a few verified cases, millions. One of the key factors that add immense value to these coins is the presence of errors. For example, a 1973 Kennedy half-dollar that shows a double-die obverse, where the text or image appears slightly doubled due to misalignment in the minting process, is highly sought after. These imperfections are like fingerprints, completely unique and virtually unrepeatable, giving each flawed coin its own story. The rarer the error and the better the condition of the coin, the more aggressive collectors become in their pursuit, often leading to bidding wars that push prices into astronomical territory. Another striking feature of these coins lies in their symbolic richness. The reverse showcases a modified presidential seal, an American bald eagle clutching an olive branch and 13 arrows, symbolizing peace and war readiness. Above the eagle is a flowing banner inscribed with "A pluribus unum," and a circle of 50 stars represents the unity of the states. This majestic imagery reinforces the coin's status not just as currency, but as a piece of American heritage and pride. The design, paired with its historical backdrop, makes these coins valuable both monetarily and sentimentally. It's worth noting that most 1973 Kennedy half-dollars in circulation are not silver. They're made of a copper-nickel-clad composition. However, rare proof or special mint editions, sometimes mistakenly struck using silver planches, are worth hunting for. These off-metal strikes can multiply a coin's value exponentially, especially when graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, and awarded high grades, such as MS-67 or above. Just one such specimen could single-handedly elevate your coin collection's value into the stratosphere. In recent years, interest in vintage American coins has surged globally, fueled by online marketplaces and high-profile auctions. Collectors from around the world are clamoring to own pieces of American history, and the 1973 Kennedy half-dollar, especially with rare traits or impeccable preservation, has become a star. Its familiar face, emotional resonance linked to the late president and bold national symbolism make it a centerpiece of any patriotic collection. Stories abound of once overlooked coins discovered in family inheritances, yielding life-changing fortunes when finally recognized for their true worth. Before dismissing that old half-dollar tucked in a change jar, remember, value often hides in plain sight. Examine the date, the mint mark, the edges, and the details of the design. Is the strike crisp? Are there any unusual blemishes or off-center images? If your coin bears even the hint of a mint error or proof-like quality, it's worth getting it appraised. You might be holding on to a fortune, one that generations past unknowingly preserved for you to find today. The 1973 Kennedy half-dollar may seem like ordinary pocket change, but certain rare versions can be worth thousands, or even millions, due to minting errors, unique proof strikes, or pristine condition. Featuring President John F. So don't rush to spend or trade away any old 1973 Liberty half-dollars just yet. Take a closer look. What might seem like an everyday coin could be a rare gateway to financial freedom. In a world where fortunes are often fleeting and hidden in unexpected places, the rare 1973 Kennedy half-dollar stands as a shimmering beacon of hope and historic value. It's not just metal. It's a legacy, a mystery, and possibly your ticket to unimaginable wealth.